Hello, I'm the Greek Geek because I'm 50% Greek and 100% a geek. Obviously, this video will contain spoilers for Season 7, Episode 2, A Distant Echo of the Clone Wars TV series. So if you haven't watched the episode yet, maybe don't watch this video. Unless you want it to get heavily spoiled, or you've already watched the unfinished episodes way back when, and you already know what's going to happen. And speaking of the unfinished episodes, I wasn't really 100% sure what to expect from this episode, because those unfinished ones, I didn't watch them all in their entirety, so I had an idea of what was going to happen, and I've heard throughout the years what's happened in those episodes, but I haven't actually seen them in full. And I think this episode was great, and it really helped develop Rex as just a human being, and that he's just so desperately wanting to believe that his brother Echo is still alive, and that he wants to do everything that he can to save him, even acting emotionally, which they make a joke of, that he's been spending too much around Anakin, and Anakin reacts very emotionally to everything. Liar! And he just wants to save his brother, as anyone would. There's a very nice scene between Anakin and Padme where he gets the holo projector, and then he's talking to her, and Rex knows about their relationship, so he's making sure no one comes. And it was a very nice scene between them, and a little detail that I noticed is that she's holding her belly, so obviously she's aware that she's pregnant at this time, but is not telling Anakin because she's waiting for him to come home. A nice touch, and I really appreciated that. And Obi-Wan obviously knows about Anakin and Padme's relationship. Well, he's not an idiot, and I don't know how anyone doesn't know. So obviously Obi-Wan knows that Anakin and Padme are in a relationship, because when Anakin's leaving the barracks, Obi-Wan just says, "I hope you said hello to Padme for me."
I hope you at least told Padme I said hello.
So obviously he knows, and he's not going to do anything about it because celibacy is a stupid Jedi rule, I think. And from there, Anakin and Obi-Wan and the Bad Batch, they go to Skatomino, the planet where they believe that Echo was held. Well, that's where the signal was coming from anyway. The natives they run into, I liked the way that they looked very alien, and I liked the way that they talk. Like, their language almost seems like it's just regular English or another language on Earth, but just put in reverse. So that was an interesting way to do it, I thought. But this episode, when they meet the natives and that, there's this whole scene where the natives attack and they escape, and they got to try and they capture Anakin, and then they have to try and get him again and get the natives to help him. I was like, I just really want to get to the point. I don't really want to just go on this whole other side quest to get the natives to help them. Couldn't the natives just have helped them from the start? But that's just me. I just really wanted this episode to get right to the point. And the battle sequences were pretty good, even though that these droids, I'm not really sure what these droids are called, but they are even less than useless than regular battle droids. They take out no one. They have the opportunity to kill Anakin when they have him surrounded, but he gets saved, and so yeah, these droids are less than useless. And there is an emotional moment when Rex finally does meet Echo. Echo is alive, even though he is only half a man, quite literally, and has implants and is plugged into a computer mainframe or something like that. I was surprised that he is actually able to talk. Like, I had in my head for some reason that he would just be like catatonic and wouldn't be aware of what's happening around him, but he can talk, and they're probably going to discuss what happened to him and what's being happened to him with the Separatists. So I'm interested to see that in the next episode, and I've actually found myself getting a bit sad during this scene. It was just a very touching moment, and I'm just like, oh, Paul, calm down, this is just a kid's show. Who would have thought you'd cry at this? And just the idea of being able to hack into someone's mind is very interesting. Like, I don't think it's really been done in Star Wars before, unless you count Lobot from The Empire Strikes Back. I'm not really sure if that's hacking into someone's mind or controlling them. So overall, good episode. I did have a little bit of an issue with it when they didn't really get straight to the point, but I enjoyed it for what it was, and I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. And as always, thank you for listening to me ramble on about a Star Wars Clone Wars episode for a few minutes. I really do appreciate it. Thank you again, and I'll catch you next time.